What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Alya, this time with episode 5. Last week's episode wasn't my favourite. I think episode 3 is still by far and away the best episode of the season so far, but hopefully we can have another episode like that again. Last week's really wasn't my favourite episode. I kind of thought it was a little bit pointless, to be honest with you. But let me know what you guys think about this one down in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you do want to keep up to date with my videos. Get up and take my hand, my foot. Well, ironically enough, you did take her foot the first episode. There was a few good moments last week, like that end segment with the kiss. Definitely, but I'm a little bit sick of him. Like, it might get pretty annoying if he's always like there to save her. Of course, the vice president stuff and all that, he's always been there for her. Like, that's good stuff. But if she wants to be like student council president, and if she really was Russian, I don't think he'd be helping her all this time. Or sister stuff here. Not a big fan of this either. Hopefully there won't be too much of that going on. Again, it seems like I'm in quite the unpopular camp. It seems like I've seen a lot of people saying this is their anime of the season, which I find quite insane. I'm not sure how that's happened. There's some good fan service, maybe it's in that regard. But as you guys know, I'm not a big fan of fan service, nor syscon stuff. So I guess it all depends on what elements you're interested in. Aesthetically, this has been fantastic. Definitely one of the best anime of the season in that regard. Story-wise, not so much. Character-wise, also not so much, actually. I've got nothing against this show. That's just my opinion. So again, I know I'm in the unpopular. It's an unpopular opinion, so you can obviously just disregard that if you'd like. But I'm hoping for a bit more kind of meat on the bones at some point. Again, there's been some really good setups for really interesting things we can cover. And as I've mentioned multiple times now, episode 3 did cover some very interesting, like this scene here. Really like that. Stuff like this, it's just like, why? Why am I watching this? But I also do realise stories like Monogatari, which I still haven't finished due to things like this, unfortunately. I did go through quite a lot of weird things like this in that anime and continued it because the story was amazing. Like, I can get past this type of stuff if the story is really endearing and well made. I do kind of agree with that actually, especially nowadays when women are seemingly show more than ever. I feel like it's actually one of those less is more type things. I had a very interesting talk from a woman who spoke about that, saying you're actually more attracted to what you don't see in terms of like fantasies and such about like what's under the top and stuff like that as a guy. And I agree with that. And nowadays you see a lot of women pretty much might as well be naked a lot of the time. It's like see-through shirts, really small shorts or something along the lines where their ass is like proper hanging out and stuff, and yeah, might as well be naked. I feel like growing up as a teenager would be pretty cool nowadays in that regard. Like there'd be a lot more well, you might not get more action per se, but you'd see a lot more than what we used to see. Is this still going on? Honestly, I wouldn't mind skipping this. I can't. I obviously don't know when to skip to, so I will just sit through this. Please feel free to skip ahead because I really couldn't care less about this, so you're probably not going to get an interesting reaction. That's impressive. I was always quite prone to colds and stuff at school. I was also quite prone to just pretending I had colds and stuff at school. Probably more prone to that, but I never understood how people had like 100% attendances for like the whole year. I think mine like max like 80, 70 perhaps. I mentioned before I used to skip every Monday, not just because it was Monday, but because we had like drama class and another like it was like French, another like shitty class that I really didn't want to go to, so I just skipped the whole day. $8 of this, by the way. It's like, what was the point of this? Except for fan service. I've gained nothing, if you know what I'm saying. I know that she had asthma now, and that's about it. Couldn't care less. Really couldn't care less. Okay, thank God that's over with. That's creepy. And she also just heard you talking to yourself. How did she get in there? How did she get in there and turn around? She must have gone around the other side, but the other side's next to the wall, right? No way. This is actually. Oh, I guess she just like went in there backwards. To say that's like impossible. Sure, as a kid, I used to hate stuff like that when people would be doing like pylons and stuff. I wouldn't mind being at the top, but when you're like near the bottom of like a pylon of everyone, I used to get really kind of used to have a lot of like anxiety of like getting suffocated. I remember once I can't remember what situation I was in, but everyone was like piling on each other with like these mats, like quite thick and quite large mats. Everyone was just like diving on, almost like surfboards, diving on each other, and I was like near the bottom of it, and I genuinely, I thought everything was black. I couldn't see anything. I was just super freaking out. I think everyone was probably freaking out a little bit, getting fucking suffocated. That's almost like a bit of childhood trauma right there. Oh, also, I hope I turned the music back on. I will just check. I didn't. Idiot. Dang. That was quite the slap. I've only ever played volleyball once. College. I would like to play a bit more. Obviously, shows like Haikyuu and stuff make it look really fun. I've seen plenty of, weirdly enough, I haven't seen too much male volleyball, but I've seen a lot of really awesome rallies from female volleyball. I watched this one the other day actually, where this, I think it was the libero, but one of the teams just went absolutely crazy. I do also feel like that game would hurt, just like jumping on the floor so hard. Again, I've seen some pretty terrible stuff in football as well. Doesn't really help. What? A peek at the armpits of all fucking places? You taking the piss, bro? What in any way is attractive about? Oh, that reminds me of this fucking video I watched on Twitter last night. Where this black woman was like doing self beauty stuff, and she had so much hair on her chest and armpits and legs. Like, I wouldn't mind a bit of hair some places on a woman if they really wanted it. Like, it's definitely my preference. Then again, who am I to hold any woman to what they want to do? But she had a mad amount of chest hair. It was more than I can grow. Outrageous. But yeah, what's so attractive about armpits, please? Then again, I'm a leg liker, so who am I to talk? Again, I just feel like we haven't really done much today, have we? Things don't have to be done every episode in shows. I've watched plenty of slice of life and such where almost nothing's done, but it's just like still really fun. This is just like almost full fan service episode right here. Like, ugh, like what the fuck, man? 15 minutes of fan service. Sorry I'm complaining so much, but it's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Well, now that you've said that, probably not. She's been quite touchy today, isn't she? So that's almost like a baby trait in a sense of like babies touch what they're interested in. Ooh, toy. Touch. And babies just like fuck things up. Like, just get involved with a bunch of stuff they find interesting. A bit like a baby right now is what I'm trying to say. with a new toy right in front of her. Well, why don't you think about it, the fact that it actually soothed him and sent him to sleep early? Why does it have to be negative? Yeah. Okay. So they ignored what we'd done last episode? That made last episode even more pointless. And these last episodes really have not been good. Even if I didn't like the fact that Masachika actually got involved in what I'd hope Alya would sort out, that didn't even matter. She looks a lot like his sister, doesn't she? There's a lot of characters that look like other characters in the show, isn't there? A lot. There's a few. Been purposely training just for you. Not in the way you expect, though. I mean, watch your mouth. Is he actually speaking this out loud? Why would you say that out loud? The fuck? What's that about? So what we usually have is like people's inner thoughts he just says out loud for everyone to hear. Literally gossiping about the people right next to you. This girl also looks like a sister, doesn't she? They both kind of look like his sister, and just with different haircuts. Oh, okay, we've got 10 seconds left. I'm skipping. Should I? No, I won't skip the end because there is new endings every episode, isn't there? I would love to skip the ending because this episode has been not very good. I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm really not sure I even want to continue this show. I've only liked one episode out of the 5 so far, so I think we see where the priorities lie with this show. Less in characters and story, more in fan service and animation. Unfortunately. That doesn't mean that interesting things with the characters won't happen later down the line. Eventually, surely there's got to be some interesting stuff happening. Can I make it there? I don't know. It's a bit annoying as well because I thought this would be one of the better / one of my favourite shows this season. Very different style ending, this one. Bit more of a kind of rock style. Very different visuals from the usual as well. I wouldn't say they've been recycled, but they were very similar visuals, and all the endings till this point wasn't there. It's still got that kind of frame of the usual kind of style, but yeah, very different colours and stuff. Again, like, which one's his sister in this shot? It's the one to the right, I think. I'm not really sure. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys if you did get through that, because for me, I don't think that would have been a very good watch for you guys, because that was really boring. A bit like last episode. I will say last episode wasn't boring per se. There was actually things happening. They just were like inconsequential, even more inconsequential after the dialogue we had here with that new girl from the student council actually saying that she sorted out the the football baseball situation rather than them actually listening to Masachika. So yeah, we had like 16 minutes of fan service today. So what do you expect from me? You guys know I'm not a big fan of that stuff. So if that continues, obviously I probably will be dropping the show. I'll see how next week goes. I'm very much leaning towards dropping it at the minute because yeah, out of the 5 episodes, I've only really enjoyed 1. The first episode was good as well, but episode 3 was really good. Episode 1 was good. Episodes 2, 4 and 5 are just like not been my cup of tea so far. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Again, I know I'm in the very unpopular camp in that opinion, so let me know why you guys like the anime so much away from the fan service, because I imagine that's one of the main reasons. But yeah, do let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next week to check out episode 6, and that might be my final episode, so I'll see you guys then, and have a good rest of your day, guys.